Hi, it's, what is it, Tuesday now, Tuesday the 10th, and just a quick update on what's going on, a few thoughts. Tough day yesterday, physically and mentally. Normally when you get the runs, diarrhea, normally for me it happens within a few days after chemo, but it started yesterday, so hopefully the medication will help get that under control, because it's not a place I want to spend my time, sitting on a throne. Anyhow, the other side effects were there, but I don't know, for some reason yesterday I was having a tough time mentally, thinking about all this stuff from the military and things that happened to me since I got cancer. Part of me keeps wanting to blame myself, because early on, one of the things that happened, and I've told you before, make sure you speak up and make sure you do what you want to do. Well, early on, I didn't do that as well as I should have, and probably killed me. Because back then, when we were first getting started, I needed to have a port put in, and that was being done at outside a VA place, in a place where I'm taking chemo. Anyhow, I was supposed to have a port put in, so I went there, and I had requested that I be knocked out, put to sleep, whatever you want to call it. And so I got there, and there was a doctor assigned to do this. They wheeled me into the room, and lo and behold, no doctor. So there were all these people there, and I said, well, where's the doctor? And well, he's having complications somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. So this PA was there, and she was going to do it. And I said, no, I really want the doctor to do this. And so we had quite a discussion about it, about she had been in the military, and she's done hundreds of these, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I asked, and I was supposed to have the doctor, I really want the doctor to do this. Well, after about 15 minutes of these discussions, the doctor came in the room and said, look, she's done hundreds of these. There won't be a problem. I've trained her. I know she can do this. We've not had it. She's done all of these, never had any complications. Excuse me. So finally I said, okay, I guess they must know what they're talking about. I'm new at this, and it must be the way it works. Well, it was kind of I think it was a Friday afternoon, and I'm sure they all had something to do that weekend. But anyhow, lo and behold, she went and did it, got in, and I went the next week, had my chemo, first chemo, and a couple of days after that, I was 911, almost dead, with MRSA. The port had been infected with a staph infection, and basically that was the start of almost a 2.5-month delay on my getting another chemo treatment. Well, I blame myself for that, for not insisting that, look, I'll wait. I want the doctor to do this. I want to make sure everything's done right, scrubbed right, whatever. Anyhow, I didn't. And there's no proof that had I done that things would have been different. But part of me keeps, when you're like this and now you're dying because of where you've been. I mean, before I thought I had a chance. Now it's just how far can I go before I just stop breathing? Anyhow, it was all day yesterday. It was just horrible, and I couldn't seem to get it out of my mind, no matter what I did or what I tried to do. Even the diarrhea didn't take my mind off of it. And again, I can't prove it. Part of me says, since that happened, that facility has reassigned and given me a new patient number. So I had the old one written down in one of my logs here, and I know when I called, they said, well, that's an old one. It doesn't really exist anymore. So because I thought about seeing if I could get the record and just going over to that particular place where they did this and say to the doctor and this PA, well, I just wanted you to see, even though you claim you've never had issues, well, maybe no one's come back, but I came back to tell you that and take a good look, because when I was here before and you did this and insisted on doing it, my number was 300. I don't know exactly what that number is, but it has to do with how bad the cancer is and how it's spread. And that was considered high. Now, 3 months after having you guys put the port in, having MRSA, having them taken out, having the 5291s, and et cetera, that number went from 300 to 6,000. And that's why Mayo said they're 95% sure that this thing is spread into the liver and maybe other parts, because where the pancreas is located is right near a lot of lymph nodes and the liver. So the good news was the third session after that, they said that the numbers came down, and they were down too, from 6,000 down to, I want to say 4,700 now, which I think in one of the other videos I told you means that something's having some effect somewhere. Whether or not they'll ever be able to get it down far enough so that Mayo will consider doing the operation, the Whipple operation. And again, I don't know what Whipple stands for. To me, it just means they're going to cut me open and take out a bunch of stuff like gallbladder, pancreas, whatever they feel like. So, I'm trying to keep my strength up. At the same time, trying to lose some weight, because I'm still down. I was 285 when this thing started. Way back in June. And now I'm back to about 242. So I was down at 219. And of course, the surgeon said the thinner the better for him if we get to the operation. You know, he'd like to see me with less weight. But I have to keep up my strength and my protein. The other issue I'm having is exercise. I'm very weak, and I know part of that's because it's so damn cold here in Minnesota right now that I can't get outside, and we kind of live in a rural area, so our driveway and road is class 5, and even if I go outside and stand on the concrete pads or whatever, I can't walk in the yard because we still have 1.5 feet of snow on the ground, and walking on the roads is pure mud, so I can't do that either. So I'm thinking today I might make a trip up to Wally World, and maybe in recent past, I've used their little go-karts there, because I've tried to do it without, and then I get in the back and I've got my cane and no place to sit. And I do have a walker, that I have. Well, it's got a chair on it, so maybe I'll see if I can get that out of the garage and clean it up and take that with and use that. That's about it. I just wanted to give you an update on where I am, and right now today I'm, again, hoping that meds for the diarrhea kick in. And I don't know, maybe I'll talk to you later. Anyhow, that's just one of the things that happened to me where you need to speak up and be firm. Is I regret not doing that and saying no. I wanted the doc, keep the doc. And after going through and having a second one put in, it was actually put in at a VA location. I was so impressed with that staff and the people who did it. As a matter of fact, their chief surgeon came in and actually put the port in. It took quite a while time talking to me and explaining things on who should touch it and who shouldn't, and blah, blah, blah. Matter of fact, that group was so cool. They were hired. They work for the VA, but they're an independent contractor group. All of those folks that did the second port. And it was about a week and a half, 2 weeks after they did it, I got a card in the mail from all of them, signed by everybody that was there, that participated, saying, hey, we wish you well, Godspeed. So, hey, that was cool. Anyhow, maybe later. You guys take care.